Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm looking at a Transformers Generation Selects Legacy figure. We have in front of us Transformers Generation Selects Legacy DK-3 Breaker. And Breaker is Trailbreaker or Trailblazer. I'm surprised they didn't call him Blazer, but that Legacy, or I guess Kingdom toy, done up in Diaclone colors. And this is the first time I think I've had the Trailbreaker version of this mold. I had Hoist, I had Lift Ticket. I wasn't super interested in picking up Trailbreaker himself because I'm already happy with my Thrilling 30 toy. And I've already talked about how I don't love these hands. That actually bothers me a lot. But I gotta say, I think I prefer this version of the mold to Hoist's version. First off, just in terms of colors, we are getting some nice color selection here. I love the Tampagraphs. I do wish this was black. That would have been nice if it was, you know, even if it was just a solid black color, like maybe, I'm sure Toy Hacks is doing a sticker or something to match the windshield. I like the Tampagraphs on the side, four-wheel drive, a lovely Autobot symbol, and I think something about this just like dark blue looks really, really nice in hand. Comparing it with the white and red looks awesome. We've got his weapon up top. It is painted silver. It looks nice. We again have, you know, that fist sticking out at the bottom. I do have some issue getting these wheels to turn freely, which is really unfortunate. This one seems to be just fine. I was trying to look to see if this was clashing with anything. And I don't think so. I think it's just, its movement is a little restricted. There you can see kind of, it really wants to drag. It's the same problem as the other version of this toy, which is unfortunate. But Breaker does look really nice. I wish we got maybe some taillights painted back here, but we have a nice silver grille up front. And again, the paint job just looks so clean. It is a lot of what is attracting me to this figure. We can look up top. The paint matching between the painted blue and the plastic blue looks pretty good. Yeah, he just looks like a solid little deluxe car, even if he doesn't really want to roll, which is an unfortunate feature of this mold. I wonder if part of it is these tires are a little on the thin side, along with the fist location, so things really, you know, don't make solid contact. There's just a lot of friction there. I've tried transforming these a couple different times to just see if there was something that I was doing wrong with my positioning. But here we can see the two of them next to each other. Again, a miss on this part is, for whatever reason, we missed this silver paint on the rims on the front and back wheels. I guess some of that went to these tampos in terms of the paint budget, but it would have been nice to include that. But together, I think they look pretty nice, and this does, again, re-emphasize my point of how terrible this battle damage looks. Just keep it clean. Keep the paint job clean. It looks real good. Fans who really, really want battle damage toys will battle damage their own toys. That is not a problem. So yeah, here's how they look together. And then we do have and here is Thrilling 30 Trailbreaker. And here is how they look together. And I don't know why, but I think the small size of this guy is kind of growing on me a little bit. I think I would have preferred if it had been a little bigger, but just the way the windshield is set up, it's almost like it's a single-person vehicle, which it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But there is them two together, and I think they look nice together. I like the idea of these three as a set, and it's definitely got me like leaning towards keeping this figure, even though I have you know, the Hoist already. But yeah, he is obviously in his Diaclone colors, which means we do have plenty of Diaclone comparisons. I like this a lot. These strong primary Diaclone color characters right here, like setting them all up, looking at the whole squad like this, that to me makes me really happy. And that's another reason, like, I think he just looks really good next to other primary color Autobots. and that's got me pretty well convinced that I'm going to be keeping this toy. I was very early on. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get it. I'll check it out. I'll do a giveaway. But I think this particular video will not be a giveaway because Breaker. I mean, that color scheme looks real nice. We have seen the transformation already, so no reason to go into that again. We'll fast forward and we'll come back in bot mode. And here we've got DK-3 Breaker in robot mode. And once again, it's a lot of the similar things I said about Hoist. I don't love his proportions. He's got like this paunch, which is kind of neat, but I wish his shoulders were bigger. That is just a little like, he just seems like he's permanently slouched. He has this shield. It pegs in to the forearm or in the hand. I find in the hand it's a lot tighter, but that doesn't look great. I can peg it into the forearm, but that is not as strong a connection here. If I put it in right there, that wants to kind of fall out with a little bit of wiggling, which is unfortunate. I do like that head sculpt. It is pretty monochromatic in this instance. I kind of wish there was some additional color breaking up the helmet with the face, but the visor is nice, the silver pieces are nice. I think this is a toy that I prefer in vehicle mode, despite my problem with those fists, to this robot mode. I think it still looks pretty cool, but I definitely prefer Hoist in this case. I think that helmet does a lot to make Hoist look a little more heroic, and battle ready versus Trailbreaker versus Breaker. We do have, you know, these two pieces of equipment can come in and out, which is kind of neat. I dig that. And of course, if you take this back of the cab off in vehicle mode, then you can have those pieces out, but then this is hanging off somewhere, which is a little annoying. But yeah, next to each other, you know, here's how the pair looks. Here is Thrilling 30 Trailbreaker. So there we can see there. And here's what I'm talking about in terms of like thinking about silhouettes. Here, I think even though he's smaller, he just looks more heroic. That IDW style bot mode looks really, really good here. But Breaker does still look good compared with all his Diaclone buddies. Again, strong showing in primary colors. I like this a lot. We've got Burnout and blue streak here, or silver streak here. This is how the squad looks compared or with each other. I like this a lot. This is kind of this group shot of these like non-transformer transformers is neat. The Diaclone color schemes really do a lot for me. Just I think the idea of getting toys in colors that we don't normally get them appeals to me. The same reason people like Shattered Glass. I think I prefer the Diaclone repaints to the Shattered Glass repaints. Would I recommend Breaker? I think not. I think the more I played with this mold, I've played with this mold 3 times now. I think there's too many issues with the engineering. We really needed fists that could fold up to reduce that clearance to the tires. We need thicker tires to get more friction so it can roll better. Things like the way the shoulders peg in bot mode are issues. I don't recommend this toy to people. But it's going to stay on my shelf because now I've got a Breaker. And when we come out with a new Trailbreaker mold that hopefully, 4 or 5 years from now looks even better, then maybe I'll replace them if they do a Breaker repaint. That's it for today's review. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, I guess I didn't say what I'm doing. I've got a backlog of toys, so I'm kind of doing like a 12 days of Christmas thing or whatever it is. Like, I'm going to be doing a review every day for the next 2 weeks. That's the goal. We'll see how it happens. So here, this is one on Monday. Tomorrow, we'll see. Hopefully, there's another review. All right, that's it, everyone. Bye.